Okay, I think that's everything just about set up. I started the stream with okay. I start every sentence with that, and I have no idea why. Let me just put the music down a little bit. And now... Oh, my camera has frozen again. That is not ideal. Give me just 1 second to fix that. Okay, ignore the still of me for a second. We just have to stare at that while I do this. And we're back! It's working. Excellent. Let me cover up my forehead. There we go. I forget my forehead exists when I'm not, like, looking directly at it. But anyway. So, why have I streamed? Why am I doing any of this? Good question. I'm developing my next horror game. Not... My next horror game. There's another one that's finished that the video's coming out soon on. Hopefully very soon. But I'm always working sort of one game ahead from where the video is. So that's where this one comes in. And I realised in my last horror game that I made, the AIs are quite basic. They just kind of walk to you, freeze, stop, whatever. But in this version, I'm trying to combine as many different methods I know of controlling a mob in Minecraft to make the most terrifying AI possible. It's a trend that you may have noticed if anybody watches Devlog series for stuff like Unity and Godot. It's very similar to a mob that was developed then. So, I need to stop yapping and get into what we're doing. Right. Oh, I'm flipped up there. I don't like that. Let me fix that. Better. Okay, this is the maze that we're going to be working with. It's just a basic layout for the moment. Eventually it's going to become a twisting library. But as you can see, in this maze we have a villager. Now, this monster that I'm coding, right, it has several different behaviours. These are notes that I scribbled down minutes before I started the stream. I'm going to use 3 different mobs as a base. This is a monster that is going to chase you through corridors, and it is just generally going to try and make your life living hell. Partly because it does have a valid grudge against you, but that's too much lore to spoil. But now, we're just focusing on the actual pathfinding ability. Obviously, if I use a zombie, the zombie's going to walk to you when you're nearby and attack you, but it's not that great at finding you. I'll demonstrate. Okay, so we've got a villager over here. If I can find its zombie, it'll be right near the bottom. I'm excited for the new spawn eggs. I've seen some stuff about them. They'll make it much easier, because even though I've been playing this game since release, I still don't have a clue. And because they've added so many new ones too, I still don't have a clue what any of the eggs are without reading them. Okay. I hate when my throat does that. It just drops for no reason. Probably because I'm forcing it to be higher than it's supposed to be. Yeah. That'll do that. Take care of your larynx. Right. That was all I needed for the demonstration. We've got our villager over here. We want the zombie to be able to find him in the maze. If we watch their behaviour, It's not really setting the right course. However, one good thing about the zombie, if it sees you, then it will follow you. And it can follow for quite a distance. And that one's been alerted as well. So this is perfect for a searching mechanic. It's looking around for you using basic zombie AI. We need something scarier. We need... Say you open a chest, or you step on a creaky bit of floor. We need it to instantly know where you are and get straight to you. So the way I'm going to do this is with a separate mob. They're all going to be teleported to the same spot. This is essentially 3 mobs and a rig functioning as one mob. And I've never tried to do that before. Well, I've briefly spliced a ghast and a phantom to make a dragon once, but that wasn't that difficult. The ghast just needed to shoot fireballs. These root entities are actually taking control of the main entity. It's like, imagine that you have a puppet with those sticks, and you've got one in the middle, one on either end. It's like a big carnival puppet, right? These 3 mobs, which is going to be a wandering trader, a zombie, and a pig, very big selection there. These 3 mobs are essentially going to be fighting for control over the sticks. So I have to develop a system that tells which one to do what when. If you think that was a mouthful, you should look at how I have to code this. Hello, Juan Honduras. Sorry I didn't see your message earlier. Very orange faces. Indeed. From the emojis. Okay. I need a wandering trader now. That's how we're gonna do this. And again, they're impossible to find. Okay, I'm gonna spawn them in with commands when it's the proper time anyway. So I haven't tested this before, but if my understanding is correct, then I should be able to demonstrate the exact point that I'm trying to make. So we want that trader to make its way all the way through this maze, just without stopping. So we're going to take note of what coordinates these are. 0, minus 59, 90. Right, that's where we want the trader to go. There's one specific command we have to run. And I want to see if I can... I'm going to have to do it from memory now. I've built all of this up. Okay. Execute as nearest mob. That is a wandering trader. Then I'm going to want it to run data modify entity at s wander target set from lock, and now I need to put in those coordinates 0, minus 59, 90. Okay, now if I've done this correctly, he should wander towards it. Unless I've just broken everything, which is also very possible. No, that did not work. My plan is collapsing from the start. Hang on, I'm going to have to see if I can find the working command from somewhere else. This is what you don't see in the coding videos, it's just me slowly, ever so slowly, losing my mind. Okay. Ah, okay, so I need to do this. Right. I think I know what I need to do. Just set value 0. Set value -59. Set Z to 90. I'm keeping an eye on him. He does seem... Oh. No. God damn it. I had a lot of hope resting on this one. Oh, unless he is gonna... No, I think that's just unrelated moving in this direction. He's just trying to pathfind. I want to see if he can get across. And then I might see if there's a way to instill more urgency. I did also post this on Reddit. I've got an alternative command that could work. So I'm going to stand over here. Over here, that'll give us the best view. So /data modify entity nearest entity that is a wandering trader. Wandering trader. Wander. Target. Set. Okay, now he should come towards... He is not coming towards me. Or is he? No. Okay, well that's something to come back to. We should probably sort out some of the other parts now, I reckon. I've got a whole notebook just full of garbage, full of trash. But some of it we can crack on with, even though we haven't quite figured out that wandering trader mechanic. And that is precisely why I have had the... Oh, I flipped again. There we go. That is exactly why I have kept this window open. Okay, so basically we've got our tick command down here that is running every tick, and that activates this next function here, which is the mob control. The mob control will then determine what's going on, you know, and send it to these three behaviors. So, as you can see in the top corners, I've got Wandering Trader, Zombie, and Pig, as they're going to be our main things. So we just need to write the code for the mob control. I need to start with an if. I've just completely forgotten what I called that. Mode. Score.mode. Matches 1. It's a capital M, isn't it? Yup. Function. What's 1? 1's wandering trader, so that will be beeline. Okay, we've got very eerie music. I'm vibing. Okay. Back to focusing on what I'm actually doing. And okay. What this is going to do is it's going to, every single tick, it's going to check what the score of this scoreboard called mode is. And then from that, it's going to decide which of these behaviors to have. Except I've labeled that one wrong. That one should be hunting. Each of these behaviors is going to decide which of the 3 mobs we talked about is in control. So every tick, one of these will play, and we change the scoreboard based off of events in the game. Like the player opens a chest, it's going to go to mode 1. And I don't need to write any other code for that change other than it changing the scoreboard, because this is so integral. This is like the spinal cord of the monster. It's just these 3 lines of code. And I'm probably going to regret that I did it so simply, but I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay. Code is what I was doing. We're also going to need a summon for that. Actually, these can just affect. So let's start with the hunting. Hunting mechanic's going to be the zombie. So this will be the most simple to set up. We should probably also make a rig for this. No, it's fine, they can just... yeah. I'm calling this mob the Hanged as well. Execute as E-type zombie, type equals hand, run. Okay, so now everything with the tagged hanged will teleport to the zombie. If I do this one, everything will teleport to the pig. It's just... oh, they're all going to be tagged hanged anyway, it'll be fine. And the Wandering Trader will be okay with the zombie because neither of them will be able to attack. So yeah, that's just a simple command telling it what mob is in control. Underneath that, in all of them, we're going to have our actions, which are things they can do in those states. But first, I should probably check that they all stick together. Okay, there's just a quick little refresh. And now we go back to Minecraft. Oh, he got there in the end. Still, that's going to require far more work. Sorry, I was skipping through the music. Okay, right, we were going to spawn those 3 entities and see what happens. So I'm going to commandeer these. Actually, no, I'm just going to make new ones. It's nice to work in analog sometimes. I've got so used to just staring at VS Code. It's quite nice to actually feel the redstone dust on your fingers. There's something a lot more showy about that. I'm having to peek around the microphone because I forgot where that key was. And we want... tags... did I do that wrong? This is the bit where it always goes wrong. Let me double check this code. Hello! Hi, I did not see you there. I'm having to flip back in occasionally because I can't get my laptop to work. So I only have chat in Streamlabs. But that's fine, I just alt-tab back every now and then. I'm gonna try and do this in VS Code and see what happens. Let's get rid of that. And then... no, it's not going like that. Here we go. Tags. And it was hanged, wasn't it? Yep. And I think that needs to be in quotations. That should be fine. I don't know why it's flagging that as an error. I try that. Data get entity and pig. Okay, it should have a custom tag in here somewhere. Didn't realize they had memories. Motion health, on ground rotation, arm drop transits position. Nothing to suggest that it actually has the tag. Wait, there's a good way to check. I'm gonna change the music again. Is Atlas joining? Maybe later. I haven't heard from him for about an hour, but my plan is, if I can get this mob somewhat working in the next few hours, then I can show it to him and I can scare the shit out of him with it, because that's one of my favourite activities. And then also, this stream can be edited succinctly into a nice little video. Okay, but yeah, I was seeing if it already had it. Yeah, it didn't have the name hanged, so this is a problem. Let's try that one. And let's get rid of the old one. What was going on with that hitbox? I swear the hitboxes were bigger. Yeah, blame the hitboxes. Definitely wasn't just my fault. Okay, how about you? Nope, you also had it. I don't want to have to go digging back through... Actually, thank you. I feel like it all came together quite nicely for this stream. Anyway, I need to go back to Google and find MC Stacker. You know, it's got dire when you whip out MC Stacker. It's not even that dire, I use this thing all the time. Really good website if anyone wants to develop data packs, MC Stacker. I've actually forgotten what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was trying to spawn, wasn't I? Yep, summon. Would like a pig, please. Summon coordinates. Tangent, tangent 1, tangent. Tags. Hanged. Ah. Okay, I'm not going to copy paste from MC Stacker. I'm going to take this as a learning opportunity. To look at MC Stacker, realise what was wrong. Colon, square bracket. Okay. Okay, now if I try and give it to that, yes, perfect. We solved it, and I definitely didn't use MC Stacker. I would never do that. Okay, now the original test, now that I've realised what was wrong with my spawn commands. Now this zombie will probably try and kill the wandering trader, but that's fine, we just need this to prove that our code is working. Okay. Now it's state 1, so I believe they should all teleport to the zombie. Interesting. I was not expecting them to just blip out of existence. Are they still in the world? They're still somewhere. Is there another one? No. Right, I think I might know what's wrong with our code. I think I might know what the issue is. Yeah, that was when I was trying to see if Visual Studio Code would help me out, but no, they did not. Okay. I worked out what the issue was, and then I forgot what the issue was. Oh, okay, it's here. In each of these, I just need to put in a simple position marker. So it knows where it's coming from. Oh, I did not mean to capitalize that. Okay, now they should. Yes! Excellent. They are fighting each other and... Now, of all the things that I expected to happen, pigs flying was not one of them. Can I replicate that, or was that just a one-off? Oh, they all... Oh yeah, of course they would. This... What if I... do some trickery? Now they all go to the pig. So at one they were going to the Wandering Trader. Not that it matters, it's all relative. So that means if I hold a carrot on a stick, we should see some typical pig behaviours. I have reinvented the chicken jockey. No, I mustn't. I mustn't do it. I mustn't cave to the bit. I must not cave to the bit. I was still in VS Code that entire time. Okay, well I'm going to show you again what I just saw, because I forgot to switch back to the in-game view. And I'm going to have to fake my confused reaction. Actually no, I can copy them from before. So yeah, this is what happened. A very interesting turn of events. And then I realised... Hang on, what is it that's even making them fly? Because... Mode 1. I think it's the Wandering Trader. After the Wandering Trader dies, they should all fall out. Yeah, they do. And then if I set the mode to 2, they will go to the pig. Which will then follow me. And here we go. I've done it. I've reinvented Chicken Jockey. Bro is mad drifting though. This is very disturbing to watch. And then if I dare set it free... They're still just walking on air. Which I find an affront to nature. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm definitely not going to make a chicken jockey joke. I'm definitely not. I would absolutely never ever in my life make a chicken jockey joke. I'm above such... Huh? There's still a pig. Right, let's clean up the mess. I could do this much more quickly with commands, I just can't be bothered. Right, now I need to reload. Here we go. What? How is there still a pig? Where is the pig coming from? Look at how fast the stars grow up. Now that is something to be proud of. Kinda looks like he's wearing a nappy. Don't know how I feel about that. Okay, but it seems very difficult for any of the mobs to actually move how they want to when they're teleported to one another. The pig, I think, is going to be a good example of this. This is pig is run, which in the mob controller is mode 2. Yeah, I can switch it back to pig now. And that's gonna be in the run. Change that back to pig. Oink. Oink indeed. I don't know where that pig came from, it just appeared. It was probably one that was best left alone. Or rather that I forgot to kill. Best left alone? What am I on about? Okay. I'm not fucking around with this again, MC Stacker. Give me a zombie that has no damage. I could also just disable their AI when they're not the one in charge. Oh yeah, I was looking for attack damage 0. Okay, back to VS Code we go. No, in-game actually. That would most likely need a comma. Okay, now then. They should... What's a mob that's good at finding you? Because I could go a completely different direction. I might still need the Wandering Trader though. I can figure out a way to stop this from happening. I think it's the trader that's the problem. And their levitation potions. I'm going to test something, I do believe. It's what I spend most of my time doing, just thinking. I mean, I don't have a time limit, I just want to get this mob to work so I can terrorize Atlas with it. I need to find the YouTube video I was watching. Because if I can remember what the exact coordinate is, it may still have a place in this game. Okay, I'm gonna do another little experiment. With the Wandering Traders. So we've got two options here. I'm either going to refine the Wandering Trader, or I'm going to find another mob that's really good at pathfinding towards the player over long distances. So, got this here, we got all of this. It's the command that I just copy pasted in it. Yep. So we're going to need 3 of these, and we're going to need to set them to the correct coordinates, which were 0, 1, 2. Set value 0. I think that was correct to what I had in chat, 90, and Y. Minus 54. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna have these be repeating. That needs to be a capital. And because of where I copied it from, there's command still chilling. Okay, we want a Wandering Trader. And the tags. My trader. Like that. Okay. Now, if I activate this, in theory, modified data, yep. Data get and entity at and I just realized because of VS Code you can't see any of the commands that I'm typing in here, so I'm going to move VS Code over here so that way you have a better view. Okay, right, back to this, because I'm also having ideas for the actual mob arena. Sorry, I was just reading through my notes. Okay, now he should, somewhere in here, have his target position. can't see where its target position is. Doesn't appear to have one. Okay, so we're gonna test out some different mobs. And I can think of ways around this, because the thing is, unlike monsters I've developed in the past, this one is not an all-round monster that's supposed to be used in any environment. This monster is going to be tied in very neatly with the actual functioning of this level within the game. Which means that if I want it to go towards the player at a certain point, for example, after they pick up a book out of a chest, okay, I know they've picked up a book, I know what chest it's come from, I put the monster nearby. It doesn't all have to be procedural. It would be better if it was procedural, which is what I was trying to do. But we're going to have to replace the Wandering Trader with something else with better pathfinding. I'm thinking maybe spiders, but I need to test that. So if we're thinking maybe spiders, because apparently they can see through walls, I'm pretty sure, which is exactly what I want for this. Spawn eggs. We'll go with cave spiders because they're smaller, they'll fit in the nails. Okay, now if I go over here and go into survival mode, make sure they're hostile. I feel like any minute I'm gonna come across it. Oh, they can climb walls though, I need to stop them from being able to... Or do I? He climbed over those walls to get to me, I'm pretty sure. So if I go over here... Will he scurry his way over? Oh, no, he's over there. Has he spotted me? Yeah, he's spotted me. He's coming for me. That is terrifying. Yeah, we're gonna let the mob do that. Cave spiders is what we're going with. Wandering Trader, get out of here. Now I just need to go back into VS Code. Ooh, spiders indeed. I'm very sorry. But the fact that they can climb over walls is fucking terrifying, and I'm absolutely using that. I need a climb animation. Where did I put my pen? I was using it as a bookmark. I had a pen and now I don't have a pen, and that's very upsetting. Oh no, I found it. I have found the pen. It's another animation when we get to that stage. Cool animation for going up walls. When only air is below. Okay, I was going back to Visual Studio Code to fix this. There has to be a cave spider because they're smaller. No, I need it to be night because there's a zombie involved. Okay, now then, if I do this... Who is doing that? There should not be a wandering trader involved. When... Well, this ain't a chicken jockey anymore, it's more of a nightmare, I think. It's not even a chicken jockey, it's a pig jockey. Right. Now that the wandering traders are gone... I think it's because the spider's in control. So now if I get back to it and put it to zombie in control. What are you... I don't know why they're walking on air. They do need to have gravity. Let me look back at all of this. What's mode 1 again? Beeline, so that would be cave spider. There we go. Then I can just copy this, well, all of it. Okay, then this one's going to go to run, so that needs to be a pig. And lastly, it's going to be, well, a zombie. And they should all be affected by gravity. So, reload. I don't get why they're still not. What if I spawned them on the ground? So it's going to, what, the cave spider first. What mode are we in? Mode 1, so yeah, cave spider first. It instead spawns it that way, positive Z. Now hopefully if it spawns it on the ground... Okay. I'm just going to switch mode and hopefully that'll do something. Mode 2. That's the pig, I think. Mode 3. Something has just possessed them to run off into the sunset. Whichever one the root mob is should be completely unaffected. Execute as the cave spider at itself. Oh, it's teleporting itself. I think I have a fix for this. And what's the other one? The other one's a pig, isn't it? So then it's not teleporting itself. That's what the issue was, it was teleporting itself to itself. hang on, what have I done? Ah, right. Tiger D hanged. Height equals cave spider. Excellent. And then next up, got height equals pig. This should fix our problem completely. Okay. So, got a zombie and a pig for the cave spider, spider and the pig for the zombie, zombie and the cave spider. Perfect. I think these guys are just broken. And I am aware that if they die, it just kind of breaks. But that's fine, because this is a monster that isn't really supposed to die. They've led me quite far away from whatever it is I was doing. I'm just gonna kill myself. Right, as long as I don't go... This way is towards the games, right? Here we go. I have to have my render distance low because there's loads of display entities over there. Let me just... Is like 90 calories pointless for a snack? No, I'd say that's perfectly fair enough for a snack. In fact, I might go grab a snack if I can soon. Statue level 9, good job. Very good job. Okay. Now that they're all gone, we'll reload again. Something's happening to the pig's getting trapped in the wall. I'm gonna make the pig smaller. Okay, so the spider's in control, very clearly. If I do it to mode 2, then the zombie should be in control. Hello? Oh, it's mode 3. Then... Huh? This is getting very confusing very quickly. No more zombies in the world. What happened to the pig? Right, we just need to make the pig smaller. I'm just gonna have to go back to MC Stacker. I know how to do this vaguely, but not enough, obviously. Pig with the tag hand. Yes. Make it smaller. They also need to be invulnerable. That's going to be true for all of them. We can develop a better system than what I'm currently working with as well. which I think is what I'm going to focus on next while I just scroll through all of these options for things that I can do. Right, yeah. We need to go back to VS Code. And I need to add in the hanged a spawn. And in this spawn, I'm just going to put the code for the pig. Which will probably be updated. And then I can copy the other two from here. There we go. So now if I reload... Oh wait, I need to switch it back. I keep forgetting to do that. It's very annoying actually that I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, now I'm going to go down into the maze. My keyboard's getting a bit excited there. Let me just double check. Swan to MC function. Yep. Yep, all there. I might need to reload it again. Yep, here it is. Where? Oh yeah, the pig's tiny. The pig's tiny! Oh, and now it's got the face of a spider. Okay, so it's currently spider AI. Right, so it's spidering. If I switch it to mode 2, it should now be... I really don't understand what the problem is here. That teleport should not be affecting itself. It really should not. Okay, let's have a look. What's gone wrong? Apart from, like, everything. Execute as... if score... Mode matches 1, the spider is in control. I think I might also just have to remove the AI from the other entities that are riding on it. Unless... run TP... Yeah, you just TP it to your location. That should only be being called upon if that is empty. So it was the zombie that we were having problems with, right? That's the hunting one. Zombie, teleport, okay, spider, to your location and to your rotation. I'm just going to put in @s to make sure it's doing its own location. Because that might be what the problem is. @s, @s. It was the only one that didn't have that also, so I think that might be it. Oh. Okay, so now it's on 1. If I go to 2. Still getting mysteriously pulled that way. I'm not entirely sure why. Collisions, maybe? Oh, yeah. That's a good shout that I just came up with myself. I reckon it's the collisions, so I need to turn off... I need to put them on the same team and turn off collisions. Okay. I know how to do that. And can I just check... Where the fuck they go? Oh. I just check to see if mode 3 is also broken. Yeah, mode 3 is also kind of broken. The pig. And kill the zombie. Okay, they're all dead. Excellent. Now then, I think I figured out what I need to do. Team add. Team add hanged. Collision roll. Never. And then in the mob control, I'm just going to do a thing that makes sure they stay on the team. Other people's hanged. What did it need to do? Oh yeah. Run, team, join, and... Okay then. So let's spawn it in again. Oh, it seems a lot calmer. What about if I go to mode 2? Perfect. Wait, how far can a pig track actually? I've just had an even better idea. Can I increase that pig's follow range, is what I need to find out. And I'm gonna guess that I can. And I forgot the little baby piggy is not invulnerable, even though he should be. So I was originally gonna use the pig... I've had an idea. Now I need to remember what the idea was. It seemed like a good one in my head. Increase the follow range of the pig. Knew I'd get there in the end. What's the maximum tempt range? I found follow range. I'm still looking for tempt range. Here we go. I'm gonna give him 200 blocks of that slots in nicely into the spawn. Summon pig. Right there. With a comma. Okay, now if I reload... I don't need to use that anymore. I'm gonna make a little clearer area in our maze. Mode 2, where it's the pig. That is gonna be coming for me. No matter where I go. What if I go all the way over here? Will it eventually find me? It sounds like it's getting closer. Oh god, it's right there. Okay. So yeah, it did find me. It found me pretty fucking quick too. For the actual video, I'm just gonna do this. I want to see how long it takes it to find me across here. Okay. We could even splice another passive mob in there for the running away. The pig could just be the hunt down. So whenever you're holding the book, and I can only give you, I can make it so the players only have one inventory slot, so they have to hold the book. Interesting. Is it going to find me? Is it close by? Oh, okay. So its pathfinding is not amazing, but it's not terrible either. Okay, this is getting more complex, but I'm liking where this is going. So I could be like all the way over here, and it would find me. Maybe. So that's good for a chase sequence. So, in our behaviours, if holding book, chase, I reckon we replace the zombie and keep the spider for the passive searching, because that spider's gonna go just about everywhere. Okay, so we've got the basic chase mechanics, so if the player is holding the book, it should go into chase mode. We're gonna need to replace the zombie with a chicken, which I can do relatively easily. Oh, my camera's frozen. I wonder how long that was frozen for. Give me just 1 second. It should. There we go. It's come back. Don't know why it was gone for a minute there. Basically, we're just trying to make this into a very advanced horror game mob, even though it doesn't look like much at the moment. In the spawning, I just need to change from zombie to chicken. And I can just change zombie to chicken in all of them. Zombie to chicken, hunting, zombie to chicken. That's not going to be hunting anymore. Hunting, I'm going to rename you... Wait, I'm going to rename run first. To... Beeline, I'm going to rename to roam. And hunting, I'm going to rename to run. Okay, now I need to go back to my mob controller and change these to the appropriate things. Beeline is now roam. Hunting is now run. And run is now stalk. Okay then. Okay. Okay, now if I reload it, I should be able to paste that in just fine. Okay, here we go. Here's our horror game monster. Very horrifying, isn't it? Well, we'll work on its looks later on. But for now, this is what we're working with. Mode 2 should be the pig. Yup. And then mode 3 would be running away. Right then. That's a pretty good selection. Mode 2. It's like having a little remote controller. Oh, and even the spider looks up at me. That is quite disturbing, actually. Oh yeah, I can also... There's no zombie involved now, so I can set it to day. Okay, now there's only a few more behaviours we need, but first of all, I need a player ray trace. So, we're going to come back over to VS Code, and I'm going to open up player raycast.mc function. I do not want to ask Copilot anything. Thank you very much. So we're going to summon a repeating command. So we're just going to do and then it needs to be the right one. Player raycast. Execute positioned. Run function. Player raycast. Don't want it to run with anything. Just player raycast, please. There's nothing to go there. There we go. And then I want that to happen whenever the mob is near. This is how it's going to work out if you're looking at it. Equals player, distance equals 0. I'm going to go with 50 is a good range for its eyesight. Run function player raycast. Okay, now if we let me change the scene over so I don't forget to do that again. I reload. I'm gonna have to tweak some things. At S anchored eyes. Am I producing any ash? No. Why am I not producing ash? Player raycast. Wait, hang on, did that just work? You as a E-type player distance. Distance to what? Yep, good point. If entity at E tag equals hanged at S anchored buys. Okay, so I should have fixed that whole command. Yes, there we go, excellent. When I am nearby to that mob, I have the raycast coming out. If I go past 50 blocks... Still going. Still going. What about if I kill them? If I kill them, the raycast should end. And it does. Excellent. Okay, the reason why we have particles for now is so I could see that it was actually working. I just need to check something quickly. Okay, so now we're doing the raycasting, so I need to read through my horrible, horrible notes that even I don't know what half of them mean. Okay, so we're gonna go back to VS Code. Okay, then we need to put into this. If it's roaming and you spot it, it's going to run away. So that needs to go here. I'm gonna have to make one of them a lot taller. I might have to have just a skeleton riding along as a little buddy to help them gain some height. Unless I made the chicken really big. Really big chicken could be quite funny. Run. Scoreboard. Players set. What mode? Mode. Which mode is the running? That would be here. Mode match is free. That seems like much too big of a space, but I think I'm just tripping. Use type equals player. Damage. Execute. If score not mode matches. I'm having to think real hard. Mode matches. What's it? 3, isn't it? Score matches 3. So E type equals player. Would help if I could spell. Run damage at N. That's backwards. Type equals chicken, tag equals hand 0.1. And it's going to be just a punch. Player attack. Okay, now then, that should, if I've done everything correctly, let me switch back to the game. That should... Now I have my raycast. If I hit them, it should be running away from me. No, the chicken should be in charge right now, my guy. You know what? I think I have a solution. It will be in the raycast. If entity tag equals hanged distance. We'll say you can look within 4 blocks of that center point. 4 run. Okay. Now it should, as soon as that happens, I'm not sure why this is not working. My raycast is definitely going out. Execute. Okay, I have another idea of how I could fix this. Where did they go? They're in here. They got walled in. Why are you not taking damage? Let's try that. Minor change, but it might make something work. Is it a chicken now? Let me check. Mode is still 1. It should switch to mode 3. Run score player set dot mode score 3. What if I enter that command in manually? Well, it's definitely not fond of me. That command works when I enter it normally. Until the chicken dies. Reload. Okay, it's here, it's alive, it's in the level. If I look at it, it's still not detecting I'm looking at it. If NC at E, just... The ash works though, is the thing that's confusing me. Entity. N hide distance. Score player set away score 3. Huh? I might have to look at the code of my other game, you know? Yeah, it should definitely be detecting. I didn't need to do all of that. Hang on. What if I just do this? Nope, still not switching when it gets hurt. Is it because the spider's the one in control? Okay. I'm tweaking the code. Where has it gone? There it is. Still nothing. I'm not sure why this raycast system isn't working. It's not picking up. I've used raycast so much because I made that whole gun-based data pack. Gonna make brownies by enjoy your brownies. Tag equals hanged. Run. Scoreboard. Players set. Not mode. Mode 3. Still nothing. It's still not liking me. And I'm not sure why. I'm genuinely not at all sure why it's being so stubborn. I'm gonna have to look at some of my older code. So bear with me just 1 minute while I have a look at... We'll have a look at staticophobia. Datapack, staticophobia. data and function. Okay, that's not the right one. Child AI, maybe? Nope. Raycast. Ah. Wait, no, I've got that bit working already. That bit's fine. It's this bit. Oh, okay, here we go. Execute if entity distance. Execute. Change the scoreboard. Right. Now this should fix the whole issue. Except I don't want it to be tagged child, because that's a different monster from a different game. Execute if entity and positioned, run, execute. Scoreboard. No, I just need to run scoreboard. Players. Set. Dot mode. Mode 3. Very similar to the one we had before, but we're going to see if it made any difference whatsoever. Okay, mode is still 1. If I look at it, no, nothing. What is going on? Why does this not work? Maybe it's because it's coming after the execute command. That might be why, actually. It's always skipping that bit out. Yep, that definitely did something. Hang on, let me go back to the game while the exciting things are happening. Okay, it's kind of functioning like a gun at the moment. Why do I have 2 streams of rage casting? Okay, so that was way too wide a range for it to hit, and the chicken took way too much damage. So, player raycast. We're gonna go to 0, 1. Fix that up. Why was the spider dying? So it only wants to do that if the mode is equal to 1. Okay. I need to get this mob working. And I'm getting a little bit confuzzled. I've murdered so many pigs accidentally. Okay, so first order of business, why was the spider taking damage? I need to have a look at VS Code and try and figure out why the spider was taking so much damage. Damage and... damage the chicken as the player. Right, perfect. Why does the spider get affected by this? And also, why is it continuous? We can have a look at the MBT data and only apply it to ones that have recently been hurt. Let's see. No, that's what we're asking for a true or false. Did I just speak backwards? What the fuck? We're gonna do damage time, hurt time, 50. Does it need it inside more brackets? What's the issue with just entering it in there? It's not liking anything that I put. Let me look it up. That time can't. What is the hurt time of... So K Spider punched. Data gets into T. Cave Spider. Okay, does it have hurt time? Death time it has. Hurt by timestamp. Which isn't quite what I'm looking for. Hurt time 0 seconds. So now, what if I... Where did it go? Oh, it's over here. Now if I... Hurt time 0 seconds ago. Is that the format that it's looking for? Yes, it is. Okay, that should maybe fix it. We can only hope. So this means that the chicken should only get hurt once and not continuously. Well, now the spider's getting hurt and I'm not entirely sure why. Well, the spider needs to be invulnerable anyway, so let's polish up some of our earlier commands. Cave spider, silent, true, invulnerable, true. Tag is hanged, persistence required, true. The team is going to be hanged. And I can always add in the invisibility later. Fixed. Now the spider should not take any damage that the chicken does. And the chicken is still running away from me. I need to set a timer as well, that means that... Oh, is it dying in the walls? Oh, okay, I need to make it smaller then. We'll have one mob that's a bit taller to give us our brain. It should be invulnerable though. And it's also not silent, so I don't know what's going on here. What version am I on of this? HB 1.20.4. Let me try this again. Cave spider. Silent, true, invulnerable, true, tags. And okay. Persistence required, true. Attack damage 0. We don't want it actually attacking. And finally scale 1.2. Okay, let's try that one again. Yeah, we'll just let them all die. That's what you're supposed to do when you get looked at. Still just taking random damage for no reason. Did I reload? I have not reloaded in a good minute. The chicken's running away. The spider does not appear to be taking damage. Okay, excellent. Now we need to put in place a cooldown on that. So we're gonna go to recast the run mechanic. Lots of issues with wall clipping, apparently, and the mobs that are invulnerable not actually being invulnerable. I'm gonna completely remove that, and instead go over to player raycast. And let's go in here. If entity chicken. One damage, type equals chicken, tag equals hanged. We're gonna do 0.1 player attack. This should hopefully fix all of the issues we were having. Maybe not all of them, I still don't really know what's going on here. So, yeah, the pig's still alive, I see him. There's still something. There's one of their components around here somewhere, because I'm still getting the... Probably would have been quicker to type this out by now. Okay, now we're all cleared. Let's reload. And... Okay, it got hurt once. Nope. It only gets hurt when I'm looking at it, right. Well, at least we know that's working. Okay, good. That works. Now we need to schedule its cooldown for its return to the first one. Right, so once either, if you pick up a book, it will then come to you, which will be the carrot on a stick. And if you're not looking at it for long enough, it will schedule a whole different thing. So we're gonna go from the chicken. Gonna execute as... We need the hurt time NBT. Okay. Chicken, tag, and NBT, hurt time, if score 4.mode matches mode, which is free, and it will schedule free. S if entity type equals player, distance equals 0 to 10 blocks. Sorry, more than 10 blocks. Run. Because I kind of want it to be able to launch back around at you. Run, schedule function, and then we need to make the function. And this roam trigger is just going to be... Nope, it's not actually. It's going to be... Scoreboard. Objectives. Nope, scoreboard players. Set. Mode. Mode 1. Schedule function. Roam trigger. For 10 seconds. And we're going to have it to replace the previous timers. Okay, now then. Let me get rid of this. Still don't know what happened to the spider, by the way. Reload, get that score back down to 1. Skew, position, tangent, -2, and... Run function... Hang on to spawn. Okay, it's there. It's using spider... oh, not anymore, it's not. Now it's using the chicken's AI. But if I leave it for long enough... Entity at n chicken. What is its hurt time? Its hurt time is 0s. I reckon I've done... No, I've done that correctly. Let me try this instead. Oh, that just straight up killed them. I don't know why it's damaging... Did I... I think I might know what's done this. And it will be the player raycast. It's affecting all with the tag hanged. I just want it to affect the chicken. And there's unlikely to be a scenario where there is another chicken present on this world. Okay. It's in mode 1 currently. Now if I hit that, I need to vastly increase the chicken's health. Okay. That's what we've learned here. Okay. Invulnerable. Persistence required. Range 500. Max health is just 1,000. That'll do. Can't go wrong with just making it 1,000. Movement speed, oxygen boost, safe all distance, step height, temp range. Okay. Now I need to go back to Studio Code to the spawn. Get that out of here. Put that in instead. Get that instead. Okay. Where has the pig gone? Oh, it's out here. Okay, we spawn it again. Options, video settings. Oh, they are real tiny now. I don't need you to be that tiny, please. That just looks like a real spider on the floor. Okay, we're making all of those a lot bigger. It's 0.5 for each of them. What the fuck is going on? Something has gone very badly wrong. As things often do. So I'm just going to change the scale to be 0.5. And it's the chicken that will have the damage enabled. Okay, that should have fixed the problem, which I feel like I have said so many times, and it never actually has fixed the problem. Hang on, there's a way quicker way I could have been doing this. Okay, that's a more appropriate size. But if I look at it... No, of course not, because the chicken still has... Oh, fuck. I need the chicken to be damaged. So the chicken cannot be invulnerable. I love when studio code does not listen to me. I don't want to replace... Yeah, I know there's a problem. I caused the problem. Christ, hang on. I've activated a keybind of some kind that just replaces things instead of adding them. Except it didn't replace the thing when I wanted it to. Because why would it do that? Why would it be helpful? Chicken. 0. Okay. Okay, perfect, it works. And then after about 10 seconds, it should go back to mode 1. Are you gonna go back to mode 1? Okay, I'm gonna tweak some of that code a bit more then. It's the roaming trigger with the run function here. If score mode matches free. Oh, it's just gonna have to overwrite, isn't it? Unless entity this entity and tag equal hype rather, not tag. It's not fun having a big microphone in the way of everything I'm trying to type. Unless entity type player distance 0 to 10 run schedule function roam trigger 10 seconds. Oh, it's just easier to kill the hound. There we go. Okay. It's in mode 1, it's running around. Mode 3, in pain, run. If I don't look at it, is it going to switch back? Yeah, run away. It's not doing a very good job of running away from me. Okay, now then. Now if I just wait. Let me just do that command. Oh, it needs to be at her ass. Yeah, I figured it out. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's still doing the thing. How do I stop it from being in replace from mode? Is it Control R? No. Can I type normally, please? I don't know what keyboard shortcut I hit to... It's fully just wrecking my code. Hang on, you can see what I mean. It just wants to replace things. It doesn't want to add its own spaces, and I don't know why. I reckon I'm just going to close VS Code and open it again. Oh, so much better. Perfect. Let me get the window capture working again. Wait, hang on, come on. Yeah, open up Visual Studio Code. I don't know why it's not working anymore. Come on, window capture. There we go. Perfect, it's back. We're gonna need to... Yep, it's back on both. Wonderful. Okay. It needs to be an if. I need to put at s. Okay, now we can go back to the actual game. Okay, that's gone to mode 3. It's panicking, it's running away. Why wait for long enough and far enough away? There we go! Excellent! It goes back to its searching behaviour. Okay. Now then, up in mob control. There's just one last thing that needs to be done. So I'm just switching some more things about to get the pig to trigger. Can I have the list, please? Thank you. I think it's inventory. S. I think it's... It doesn't want to be container, it wants to be the active holding slot. Which I'm not sure what that would be. That's just in your inventory generally. Could be weapon main hand. Run, scoreboard, players, set, mode, node 2. Let's try that out. So that means that when I pick up the carrot on a stick, which if you remember will be a book later on, it should go to part 2. Okay, I've picked up a book. It's not detecting it. Okay, so that's clearly... T. Okay. Now I can look through and see where I'm holding at. I have so much shit in my inventory. Yup. Carrot on a stick. Okay. What was I in the middle of doing? Right, let me get rid of the old one. Yeah, just get rid of that. I wanted to get my own MBT data, didn't I? Okay, selected item slot 0. Slot 0B, carrot on a stick. Minecraft carrot on a stick. So that's selected item slot 0B. I go back to this. B. I reckon it's going to be in inventory. Inventory 0. I have the carrot on a stick. Why is it not working? Execute. Entity. I can get rid of that because that's just saying the same thing twice. If items entity as inventory, we're going to go back to offhand. Weapon main hand, carrot on a stick. Yes! Perfect. So, this means if I reload, spawn the hanged, put myself in survival mode, got a carrot on a stick now, so it should be coming towards me. Via the pig route. Oh, there it is. And now it's in runaway mode. I don't know why it keeps running towards me though. The chicken is supposed to be afraid of me. Is it maybe not registering that I'm the one hurting it? It could be. So that means I need to go in the player raycast. If entity positioned as a E-type player, run damage. Well, it's good enough for now, I think. Why is this not... I'm having to do a lot of thinking. Player raycast. Did I just not save it? Is that why? That should not have killed it. It was doing 0.1 damage each time. I don't know why that chicken died. There's something deeply wrong with the NBT data, which is very, very annoying. Let me just take out the underscores, see if that does anything. And then if I capitalize it, no. I think it does need to be an underscore. Maybe it just erases through their health way too quickly. I'd like to know, actually. Okay, let's have a look at its data. Persistence required 1B, that's correct. Tags, that's correct. Health? Huh. 3.9, that's not correct. I think I need to go back to this. Health. 1000. To match with the max health. Because at the moment it does still just have its same thing. Hand drop transfers. Invulnerable 0B. Oh yeah, that's because. Okay. That should be solvable. I believe I have the code to solve it. And then I just need to make sure that the invulnerable is set to 0. Okay, back to the game. That's strange that that's not working. So it's gonna be hunting for me, I think. Where the fuck did it go? Also, I've been away from it for more than 10 seconds. The mode should cancel. Oh yeah, it did. Wonderful. Which means if I go into survival, can you not just, can you stop just fucking off? There we go, got rid of that. Huh? Why is it not trying to attack me? Oh, is it because it's daytime? What about now? Can be walking around. It could be anywhere. Where is it actually gone? It better still be in the maze, or else I'm gonna be annoyed. Where did it go? They just keep running off. Yup. They just love to run off. Right, I'm now in survival. I am a tasty morsel. For that. Why do they always go that way? Okay, the chicken's health should be good so it doesn't just die now. But it does panic and run away. Why are you not just running away better? Stop trying to run into me. I'm the one that hurt you. Okay, now it's escaped somewhere. If I leave it long enough, it should now... There we go. Okay, I finally got far enough away from it. But the question is, where the hell has it gone? Out over here, of course it is. Right, now why was the other one not working? Damage, mob control. You play it if items entity as weapon main hand counter and 6 run scoreboard functions. No, 2. And this should be running every tick. So that means if I ever... Yeah. That's how that should work. Why is the mode not updating now? I know it's... It chased me and then it ran off. Okay. Now we need the stalking. Big tag equals... Yeah, execute as E at E, type equals pig. At S, if unless score mode no, we want. So now I'm coding in the jump scare and attack from behind. Score mode, which is 2. Run if entity at n type equals player, distance equals 0, 1. So if it's got to this point, then the mode is still 2. It's not 3. So you haven't been spotted, so it's probably behind you. Let me just put in actions. jumpscare.mc function. Perfect. So it will come up behind you and jump scare you if you're holding the book, which is a fishing rod. We'll get to why in a minute, partly also because it lures the pig, which is a pretty important part of all of this. Okay, so we need to go back to in-game. So it's over here. If I leave it for a bit, I reckon 10's a bit too much. So I'm going to drop it down to 5, or maybe even 3 because of the walls. 5, yeah. Okay, mode 1. If I whip out the carrot on a stick. I don't know why it's not. Why is it not changing? I'm gonna move that to the tick command. Why is it not? Come on, bro. I'm holding it. I'm literally holding it. And I also must have scared the monster. That's the thing. If you have a monster that's kind of scared of you, it becomes a lot less predictable. We're going to get to the actual design of the monster pretty soon. And then we'll get to the design of the level. And then we'll have the perfect Minecraft horror monster. I don't think it's registering that I'm the one that hurt it, because if I just punch it, hit it with a sword. Stop running towards me, run away from me. Oh well, I'm just gonna get rid of that one. Execute as at E, if items, weapon, main hand, carrot on a stick, run scoreboard, players set.mode mode. I don't know what's confusing it about that. Hotbar. Let me just try changing it to that. And just because it's in my hotbar. And then we'll have it clear as well. Mode matches 2 if items entity, then I'm going to return it to 1. Did I definitely save that? I did definitely save that. Unless, not and. I take it out of my hotbar, back in. Okay, so if you have the book in your hotbar, it's gonna be coming after you. Now I just need to add in a sound for the jump scare. What can we have that's just loud? Anvil fall. On the master volume. That's going to set that to free and it's going to run away. Which means back here. Okay. Gonna spawn in a new one. Gonna go into survival mode. And then I'm going to put the carrot in the stick into my... Unless score mode matches 3 if items in hotbar set top mode 2. I don't know why that's not working. If I try doing it manually, will it work? Yes, it does. So why does it not trigger otherwise? Yep, mode equals 3, it's run off. Why does it keep running at me? Okay, mode is back to 1, it's passively hunting. I hold the carrot on the stick. Oh, there it is. It works perfectly fine when I enter it in chat. I don't know why it doesn't work here. Okay, does that make any difference? The changes that I've just made there. No, it does not. It still does not work. What about if I enter it manually in chat? Oh, it turns itself off. Interesting. Now the monster should be headed towards me. Where has it gone? Is there even a monster? No, I think the monster's just gone. I think we're also gonna tweak our maze slightly. I'm just going to include a little lip to keep the spiders in. Sweet. Okay. Now it should... Did it not play the... Hang on, let me put subtitles back on. So I might just not have heard it. I don't know why it went to mode 3, I wasn't looking at it. Can I have mode 2 please? Thank you. Did I look at it again? So it's in spider mode right now. Execute as I type cave spider. If the score matches 1, if entity, if the player is within a distance of, we'll say 2 blocks, without being able to see. So it's not running away. Which means you haven't seen it. This monster is supposed to only attack when you haven't seen it. So you come, it's basically the logic of it steals. Except it runs away more. Update it to mode 2. No, stay it. So that's another bit of code that's going wrong. hotbar run skill players set movement 1. Still don't think it's going to be hotbar 0. I'm going to look something up again. Data get NT atlas. Just one run data get entity selected item. If data, here we go. Entity type equals player. No, it'll just be ass. If data entity at ass selected item what's it expecting here that it's not getting? Is it expecting select item count on a stick? Yes, please. And then I can copy this as a type player. If mode matches to unless data entity select item count 6. Return it back to 1. Get rid of the old code so it doesn't clog everything up. Save it. And now we reload again. Why is it still not working? That should... My selected item is a carrot on a stick. I don't know why the scoreboard's not setting. What actually is the monster, for a start? I don't know where it's gone, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Right, if score matches data entity carrot on the stick runs scoreboard player set. Score 1. I'm not sure why this isn't working, but I'm gonna end stream here, and then I'm going to spend some more time just building up the level, tinkering with some things. So we'll see how much progress I can make left to my own devices. Thank you for watching. I think this should save as a video on my channel, so if you're watching the video, thank you for watching to the end. Good stream, got some good progress done, got that monster almost working, but there's still more work to be